Roger!
Okay, here we go. It's time for our first boss of the Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101.
I should have timed that better, I feel.
Full speed to the Goddess of Blossoms.
Why the rush? It is just a statue, is it not?
Shows how much you know, Monsieur Smarty Pants. She's the symbol of the city. We can't just stand by and let those aliens defile her.
It's worse. The super reactor powering Margarita is inside the goddess. If Geathjerk knocks it offline, Earth is done for.
Yeah, and the end of the world thing he just said.
I think we know who wears these smarty pants around here.
Touche, dude.
Goddess of Blossoms at 1,000 meters. Large jerk matter signature in the vicinity.
What on earth?
At last! The key to unlocking the Earthling shield is in our grasp! Once it is destroyed, the hole we blow open will leave them defenseless! Now to roll out the red carpet for an award-winning alien invasion!
Time for that alien to eat missile!
No, we can't risk damaging the statue.
Ultra high-res imaging on the way.
That kid. Luca!
Alas, we are done for! Maman!
Energy readings nominal inside the statue. The super reactor is still operational.
Alice, full speed ahead. We're going to get back that statue. Wonderful 100, prepare to deploy on deck. We've got new rules of engagement. I'm approving the use of unlimited form. Make the most of it, and get me back my goddess.
Roger! Shirogane drive limiters deactivated. Engaging unlimited form.
By collecting elementary atomic particles from space, Wonderful Ones are able to form a limitless energy source for their Sentinel suit's next-generation Shirogane drives. This is Emergency Operation Mode Unlimited Form. Disabling their Shirogane drive limiters, they push their suits to reach new levels of Unite energy capacity. However, this power comes at a cost. Extended operation in unlimited form can cause considerable damage to team members, and an overheating drive can explode with teratons of force. The ultimate weapon is the ultimate double-edged sword.
Team, fall in! Roger!
Now, having unlocked unlimited form, it's not quite as cool as you would hope. Yes, it gives you an immediately full energy bar, but that thing is not infinite and it will run out. It's not something I'm particularly impressed about. I mean, it would probably make a lot of the bosses too easy if you had unlimited energy in your Unite gauge, gorge, whatever. But still. Oh look, it's Lambo.
Not even a Orochi can break through this thing. The Goddess of Blossoms is no delicate flower. Let's see how she holds up when we hurl her into the city from outer space.
Hey, jerkface! You ain't getting away from me!
Where did this child come from? No matter, Orochi, to the stratosphere!
I'm talking to you, you spiky-headed freak!
Hold it right there, invaders!
The cosplay brigade returns! The look of futility on your faces is absolutely wonderful! Don't change a thing! Just give me a second to smash your beloved goddess into 1.735 million little pieces! Give or take 3 or 4.
And so we have our boss, Dieku Orochi, revived.
Wonderful 100! That cyborg monstrosity is our target. Team, unite up!
Indeed. So, to start off this boss fight, we have something that you probably weren't expecting. It's a little shooter section. Now, this isn't too difficult to do. Basically, just make sure that you are constantly shooting at Orochi, and try not to get hit, basically. The best way of getting a really good combo is basically to alternate tapping X and Y, so that you get basically rapid fire rather than holding it down, which is a lot slower, or just tapping a single button. Now, the name Orochi will sound familiar to anybody who knows Clover's, well, Platinum Games' history, back from when they were Clover, also Hideki Kamiya's history, because in Okami, one of the main antagonists for the game is Yamato no Orochi. No, Yamata no Orochi. There we go, got it right. Which is the 8-headed serpent of Japanese mythology. So having Orochi return here with the revived, because obviously you killed him, because you have to, because he's a boss. He's revived here, although he has distinctly less heads, because he's normally 8-headed, and here he only has 3, but I'm sure we can forgive them. I think 8 heads would probably be a little too much for a first boss. Although saying that, in the scale this game goes to, they probably could have gone with 8 heads and nobody would have batted an eyelid. So this is literally one of the only names that I understand the reference for, because gosh knows that I don't for most of them. Now, having done that shooter section, we get into something much more akin to what we've been used to, which is very, very helpful. Not gonna happen, Lambo, because we are the wonderful 100, and we are going to destroy you. Now, do be warned, there will be spikes that will appear and try and stab you. If you run on the golden bits, you should be safe, pretty much. Or just dodge. So, the best way of taking down Orochi is making use of a skill called Unite Rising, which I don't have yet because I haven't fought with my Unite Morphs enough. Also, basically, you need to make use of your enemy's weaknesses so that you don't get hit. So, when one of them breathes fire, make sure that you Unite Hand, so that you don't get hurt by it, and the other one basically uses electricity, so use Unite Sword. Well, actually, I think he fires a laser, actually. So use your Unite Sword to prevent that from happening. So basically what that was because we've got an extra slot in the Shirogane drive, which means that we are awesome. And also we get a bottle cap for it. I should also point out that, just think, this is the scale of the first boss in this game. Frequently in quite a lot of games, this would be the final boss. Or something in akin in scale to this. Which is insane when you think about it. Like, I just can't quite believe it, in all honesty. There are so many games that I have played, and this game manages to pretty much beat them in terms of scale most times. Now, what I really should have done there was pick up the shield and use that to protect us from the attack, but there we go. Now, as I said before, this fight is a lot easier if you have Unite Rising, because it adds like plus 50 to your combo counter every time you use it, which is obviously a very helpful skill, but also it means that you kind of get into your combo a lot neater. Also, there we go, making use of really, really, really wonderful elemental damage. I'm not quite sure where the lightning came from, but I will take it. I think it might be because of if you go over a certain combo ranking or a certain size or something, then you get an automatic elemental thing added. And now I'm going to fail this here. It's really irritating. I couldn't quite see what was going on. It happens. Basically, whenever you see one of your wonderful ones' faces appear in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, what you need to do most of the time is basically draw the biggest Unite morph you can with that wonderful one. And upon doing that, generally you just need to stay exactly where you are with that Unite morph. Although a little bit later on in this boss fight we are going to have to swing our sword. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, although the bosses are insanely fun and really, really spectacular, there is obviously a rather large issue that happens of the game isn't quite as forthcoming as it probably should be with assistance in telling you what to do sometimes. And it's really bad, particularly in the boss of Operation 002, as you will see when we get there, but Orochi has its moments, as you are pretty much about to see. Oh look, we're making use of Captain America's wonderful shield, which is always helpful. Oh, I can't wait until I buy the speedliner. This move's too slow for my liking. Literally, I'm so used to the speedliner that kind of playing without it really threw me off. It was insane. Right, so here. Now, the game kind of tells you to use... Well, it tells you to use Unite build, but what it doesn't tell you is that you need to use all 100 members of your team to do this. So you've got to kind of push in right until the end and walk in yourself, and that really stumped me for quite a while when I first tackled this boss. And it's moments like that which is just like, really? You couldn't have just kind of made it a little bit more clear that that's what you wanted from me. But there we go.
Didn't your mother tell you to treat other people's toys with respect? Now I'm going to have to take it out.
And now we get one of my favourite pieces of music in the Wonderful 101. Tables Turn, or it might be Tables Turned. It's Tables Turn or something to that effect, basically. It's just so badass. It's basically like climactic battle in Bayonetta. It comes at that moment in the boss fight where the hero's in control and you just get to feel like a complete and utter badass. Now, another reason that I struggled so much on this fight when I first played it was that I didn't realise that Blue Sword could reflect any laser. I just thought it was the very specific colour of lasers that the Hodowns used. I didn't realise you could do it with the bosses, which is really bad of me. I really should have known better, but it happens. Also, do make sure that Orochi doesn't destroy the platform you're on when you're on it, because you will lose health quite quickly that way if you don't watch yourself. Mandy's lost all his health. Dude, it's a very easy part of the boss fight when you know what you're doing. It really is. And then it does go on a little bit longer than it probably should after you have depleted all of his health, but they give you plenty of time to get through this, so you really shouldn't have a problem at this point. But look, there's the Goddess of Blossoms. Let's protect her with all of our might. There we go. It's getting a little bit preemptive with my Unite swording, I believe. Now this is what I mean by you've got to be very, very precise in your drawing. If you squiggle at all, it won't recognise the shape, and that is because you're not drawing the shape that it wants. So it's fair enough. I mean, obviously it's frustrating if you fail, but it happens. Now this is the moment where you need to draw a really big Unite sword and swing. The timing is rather difficult. I have to say I'm really not a fan of the timing for this, because it's very, very difficult to read. Like, right here, I'm going to do it I'm going to swing far too soon and just mess up. Could have had this over so much quicker. There we go. Yeah. Don't worry. I get better at the game as we go along, even if my overall scores don't necessarily reflect that. But I said this boss is reasonably easy to get a platinum on once you know what you're doing, because as long as you make sure you kill him in 3 hits here, do that what I told you to do on the first phase, and then just try not to get hit, and use the rising move, Wonder Rising. You should get this done quite quickly. And here we get this wonderful strain of the wonderful Won-stoppable, wonderful Wonder Blow. Happens every time, and it's beautiful each time it happens.
Magnifique! I have not seen anyone under a sword like that! Least of all blue!
Were you even watching the same fight, dude? That was all me.
Shenanigans! How could you puny humans have possibly defeated me?
Feeling a bit beside yourself, Lambo? My men are less forgiving than I was.
Wonder Red, I should have known! Curse you and your minions!
Oh yes, victory is ours.
Dude, where are you gonna put that lame-o gun away and get yourself a real weapon?
Do not listen to him, Christine Daae! My belle! He knows not what he says!
Goddess of Blossoms recovered. Super reactor output nominal.
Brilliant. Let's take her home.
Operation 001 complete. Flight path clear. Virgin Victory returning Goddess of Blossoms to original position. Red, prepare for laser teleportation.
Roger! Bro, what's up with the kid?
He's a student in my class. His name is Luca.
I hate those guys! I hate them!
There we go. Operation 001 is complete. The vile and vicious 6th Lambo is dead. Unfortunately, we did only get a silver medal for that, but my combo ranking was brilliant. It was just the rest of it that was a shame. Oh well, these things happen. That's the lowest grade award I'm going to get throughout this walkthrough. I think I can deal with it. So, Operation 001 is done now. It's time to move on to Operation 002. Oh yeah.